can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game. Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talk it.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Coach. Thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Ready?
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Joker. Check
Smooth.
Check 31. Check 30.
Ready?
Check 49.
Now.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
218, chopper.
Slam. Switch. Check 9. No. Off. Check 3.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That's another Bengals.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Any day. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
You better get in the weight room, son.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Mike 5'9". Army. Check 59.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the... And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the slant.
On second down, Freeman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good job, D. That's right.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yeah. You don't want none. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the 30 on second down, Goff.
You don't want it.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd and 4. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Go, 12, let's go.
Defense, let's get it together.
Out of the gun, Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Reynolds really saw an increased role last year after Cooper Kupp went down with that ACL injury. 29 catches last year for Reynolds, but 22 of those coming after November 11th when Kupp left the lineup. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man out, man.
Hey, Shell.
Running right, this is Freeman.
The leg, get there.
The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Devontae Freeman. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bengals take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Bengals first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch tight end.
5.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike,
Second and 15.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Go tonight. 120.
All right. I got you.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A little juke. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They cannot block us. Let's go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Tonight. 120.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 37. Check 37.
Tonight. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackles.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You better come hard next time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tonight. 120.
There, 54 Mike. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Muds.
Mike,
Here we go.
watch
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack then. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
alert flare, alert.
Value 3.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Hey, 76.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We gonna shut you down. We gonna shut you down.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 5'9".
Ready?
2nd and 11.
I got you.
Green brings it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And the Bengals first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Mike to 59.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Set, go.
Bring it. Let's bring it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come.
Check 3.
Tonight. Shoot.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
At the 28-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Yo, Cheetah.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
I'm coming after you. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, let's get in them home.
Louis.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Deuce.
From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll look to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the grab. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Mike, check, 59.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now back to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Jet.
Watch the screen.
5.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Seam 6.
Mike, check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 59.
Here we go.
59's Mike, 59.
Hey, orbit.
59.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
2nd and 2. He's got Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yes. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now it's Freeman. Touchdown, L.A. Devontae Freeman, 39 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
28, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 3. Open Dennis Ross complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? Just say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Ready, go. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Hey, guys. 18 loves to go deep. Put a body on him.
5.
Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7. And it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Mike 41. Mike
Go.
41.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
41's the
Smoke.
the mic. Check 41. What we got?
They'll look to throw here.
I got it.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
You don't want no problems with me.
A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This will be taken very short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go.
Turbo set.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Stay with your man.
Hold on. Check. Too long.
Banjo.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
120. Value 1. Turbo set.
Freeman again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll have another first down and more. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 51.
Twos.
Hey, let's calm down.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
It's our time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Mike to 59.
I'm trying to...
Back to Mixon on first down, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm here.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
41 Mike.
I know he ain't got
it.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense,
ready?
he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Yep.
Don't get nervous.
Mike 41.
Hey, Alpha.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Mike 40.
Rock it. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got
Buzz.
He'll look to throw.
Three buzz.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's checking.
Blue draw corkers.
Crash.
Hey, alert 3.
Check 43.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
He's coming.
General West.
He's coming. Double.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
5.
They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Mike 41. Mike 41.
Bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hit it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man open. It's Ross. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, here we go.
This is Freeman. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for L.A., they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All day like